Hello everyone, this is Deepika Patel and welcome to the School Kids class. Okay, so let's start our today's class and today we will be discuss the chapter 8 of your class 10th NCRT. So let's start and the chapter is how do organisms reproduce. Okay, so what is the meaning of reproduce? It is the production of copies of something. Okay, so basically it is a copy of something. Okay, and what is reproduction? So the definition of reproduction is the process by which the living beings have the ability to produce sorry to produce new individuals of same kind. Okay, so it is simple. It is the process by which the living beings, okay, have the ability to produce new individuals of same kind. Okay, so why living beings? Because the non-living beings cannot do it. It is a living being process. Okay, and it have the ability to produce new individuals of same kind. Okay, and what is the necessity of the reproduction? So why reproduction is necessary? Why it is necessary? Because to the because the continuation of the organisms or of the life. Okay, let's say if it is a earth, okay, and there are some populations like, okay, these are the populations on the earth, and these population decided that they will not reproduce. Okay, so what will happen after some time? That the population will die. Okay, after some time, and there is no one who can represent their species further. Okay, so it is necessary for the continuation of the life or the for the continuation of the species or for the living organisms. Okay, that's why the reproduction is necessary, and that's how we notice that this is a living organisms or this is the living species which is come from that species or that class. Okay, so why reproduction is necessary? Because it is the base of the continuation of the life. Okay, living beings reproduce of the new individuals of same kind, and a this will be a process which will continue till till last. Okay, and next we have some terms which will be discussed and see, because these terms will be used later in our class. So please clear these terms and let's see. So what is a species? A group of populations or populations whose members have common characteristics and are capable of interbreeding among themselves to produce fertile offsprings. Okay, so this is a group of populations. Remember this group of populations. And what is population? A population is a group of organisms, okay, belonging to the same species that live in the same area and interact with one another. And what is organisms? An organism is an individual form of life that is capable of growing, reproducing, and have one or more cells. Okay, so let's take an example. Species. This is a species. Okay, and this is a population, and this is a organism. Okay, so population is the group of organisms of same species. Okay, and what is species? Species is the group of populations. Okay, so let's take an example. This is a man, and this is cat and dog. Okay, so what is this? So man is the individual population, okay, of the species. Of which species? Of the homo sapiens, or you can say of the human beings. Okay, so we are the human beings, and man is the population. The population of man, woman, and children's, babies, okay, of the human being, is it is a population of the same species, which is the human beings. And what is cat? Cat is the same population, cat is the population of the same species of the cat. Okay, and dog is the population of the same species of the dog, which is dog. Okay, and organisms. So organisms are the individuals. We can say man also is a organism, cat also is a organism, dog also is a organism. Okay, so organism is an individual which is capable of growing and reproducing. Okay, and have one or more cells. Okay, so I hope this is clear between species, populations, and organisms. Okay, so let's take another slide and let's discuss. So do organisms create exact copies of themselves? Do organisms create exact copies of themselves? Let's find out. See, our body is made up of cells. Cells form the tissues, okay, and tissues form the organ, and organs form the body. Okay, and in the cell, so there are many cells. Okay, in our body there are many cells, and the same cells and the group of same cells form the tissues. Okay, and the group of same tissues form the organs and the body. Then body finally become. So how these many cells are come? So these are replicating themselves. Okay, so these cells are dividing themselves into two, and then two is dividing like this. So this cell is divided into two, then this cell is divided into two, then this cell is divided into two, then it becomes two, and it becomes two. So that's how they are multiplicating themselves. Okay, and these all cells form the tissues, then organs, and then body. So I hope this is understandable for you. So we discussed that cells form the tissue, and tissue form the organs, and organ form the body. Okay, and in the cell we have nucleus, and in the nucleus we have chromosomes. In the cell we have nucleus, and nucleus we have chromosomes, and in the chromosomes we have DNA. Okay, so this is the so in the DNA we have the information of the inheritance of our inheritance, information of the of the inheritance. Okay, and if the and based on this information, DNA will produce their protein. Okay, and if this information is changed, then the proteins will be different. Okay, protein will be different. So based on this information, the protein is formed by the DNA in the DNA. Okay, and if the information is changed or slightly changed, this protein will be different. Okay, so organisms, let's say human beings. So all human beings is look similar. Okay, look similar. We we all have two eyes, one nose, two ears. Okay, two hands, two legs. Okay, so our body designs of all human beings are similar. So why? Because we have the DNA information of our inheritance. We are the species of, or the population of the species of the human beings. So our body designs is similar. Okay, but all the all the human beings are exactly similar to one another. Means, am I look like you, or you are look like me exactly? Not, because we are not identical. So we are not identical. Okay, so that is the difference between the similar and identical. Similar means same type. Okay, slightly information will be changed, can be changed, can be changed. But in the identical, when it is a question of identical, thus all the organisms are identical. That's do the organisms create exact copies of themselves? The answer is no, because we are not look like same to one another. Okay, because we are not identical. So we have our body designs. So what is identical? Identical means exactly same. And the question is asking exactly same copies. So do organisms create exactly copies of themselves? No, the answer is no. Why? Because we have same body designs. We are similar in our body designs, but we are not look like exactly same to one another. Okay, to one another. So we are not identical, but we are similar in our body designs. So we are not we are not identical, but we are similar in our body designs. Okay, so how is this happening? See, when our cell is multiply or replicate themselves, so our nucleus in the cell, like this type, so these cell are dividing. Okay, it have, it's both have nucleus, and when it divides completely, so this look like it's a complete cell, it's a complete two cells. Okay, so this is also have nucleus and DNA, and this cell is also have nucleus and DNA. Okay, so when this cell is dividing, so the DNA is also dividing in both, in those cells. Okay, so the information is also transferring. Okay, transferring sometime this, so this information is similar. Okay, similar from one cell to another. But sometimes, but this information have some variations, some variations or some minor changes. That's why, because of these minor changes, we are not identical. We are not identical. Okay. So that's why if my father's look, if my father is tall and I am not, I am short. Okay. If my father is tall and I am short, so because of this information which is contained in a DNA, when the cell is dividing, and the information which is contained in a DNA, and sometimes this information have some minor changes, is this information goes through the some minor changes, and that's why we are not identical as our parent cells. Okay, but we are similar to our parent cells. Okay, we are similar to our parent cells, but can cannot be completely identical to the parent cells. Completely identical to the parent cells. Okay. That's why every person is different. Okay. Because see, if the father and mother is tall and the its child is short, so there are some information which is changed, which have some minor changes. So this person or the cells which are transferring, it goes through some minor changes or some variations. That's why these persons become short. Okay. So, or some persons are fair, some persons are slightly uh, some persons are brown. Okay. Or some persons are tall and short. Okay. So these are the variations in the human beings or the uh, populations, because of the because because the organisms do not create exact copies of themselves, but they are similar in their body designs. Okay. So this is the answer of this question. So I hope this is understand, or I can make you clear in this topic. Okay. So let's end this class here, and in the next class we will discuss some more topics of this chapter. Okay. So starting from the variations, we will complete those topics, all those topics which contain in the chapter. Okay. So let's end this class here and keep learning, keep practicing questions. Okay. So let's end this class here. Thank you for joining the class. Thank you again.